Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question. This one to Mayor Ford. Mayor Ford, as interim mayor, you said you weren't going to run for the job as a permanent mayor, but you changed your mind, and some of your colleagues on the commission insisted that they voted for you because you did not want to have a permanent job. Certainly, everybody has a right to change their mind. But what does it mean to your commitments on other issues if you were elected as mayor? How will voters know if you're going to change your mind again on other issues they care about? You have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. I did make that statement back in December. I told the County Board of Commissioners that I wouldn't run. But as I went across this county, and at that particular time we had a crisis on our hand, it was the Regional Medical Center. And I decided after I went all over this county, from Millington back to Bartlett to Arlington, all of the citizens, they urged me to run. We had a commitment to the med, and I decided to run. My opponent here tonight made a statement that he wouldn't run for the county mayor, that he would run for sheriff, and he changed his mind. We all have the right to change our mind in life. I've changed my mind a whole lot. I went to get a car. I went to buy a new car, and I wanted a Cadillac. I went to Bud Davis to get the car. But after I got there, it was out on Stage Road, I saw the Ford place. I wound up buying the Lincoln. I changed my mind. And we all change our mind. And I think that we put this issue behind us back in February. I've answered the question over and over again. There's no state law and election law to say that I couldn't change my mind to run for the mayor of this county. And I think my opponent, you saw him change his mind. There was an article in the Commercial Appeal. It's not something I'm making up. It was in the paper, just like it was in the paper on me. I did change my mind, but I think it was a good change of mind. We look now, the Regional Medical Center is saved regardless of what the critics say. And we look back at the 16 different task forces that I've served on, some as chairman, and we can rest and feel good tonight when we go to bed that we're in a safer county. No new taxes for the citizens of this county in 2010-2011 year. So a lot of things has been done. And I know that as you sit out here and you're thinking right now, saying, well, he has been a pretty good mayor. Though that's the reason why I ran, because the citizens asked me to.
Sheriff Luttrell, 1 minute.
Blah, blah, words. You're both liars, and none of these, it makes no difference. Believe whatever you like you want to hear.
I hope that's not taking away from
it. Is not.
I think this is one area where there is a clear distinction between my opponent and me. I think most people understand the difference between a promise made to get a job and a decision made of which job to seek. In this particular case, with this question, a promise was made by my opponent that if he received votes for the interim mayor job, that he would not seek the full-time job. Now, that was a promise that was made to his colleagues on the county commission, and he broke that promise. Now, there's a big difference between that and making a decision of which job to pursue. I did, last year, intend to run for the county sheriff position. But I made a decision to run for the county mayor's job. It was an independent decision without having made promises. There is a clear distinction there. I think it goes to the very essence of the relationship that the county mayor must have with the county commission. Working with the county commission is integral to succeeding in what we do, and I intend to keep my promises with the county commission.
I'll allow you a 30-second rebuttal, Mayor Ford, and I will also want to speak to that original question, which was, you changed your mind on this, but how will voters know if you're going to change your mind again on other issues that they care about?
Mr. Douglas, that's not even a fair question. The voters have, over the last 7 months, have seen what my leadership is all about, and they'll make that decision. Whether I changed my mind came up in February, came up in March. We put that behind us a long time ago. And I don't know what colleague I served with on the County Board of Commissioners had one came up to me and said, hey, you promised to do that. I haven't had one. If you can name one tonight, and then maybe we can talk about it. But most of my colleagues that voted for me urge me to run.
Okay, we'll move on to the next question.